Hello. I know it's been a while. How are you? Well, I'm here partly today to promote this for free because this is awesome. I don't know if you agree this is my favourite pizza. Technically, at this moment, I can't afford it and it's not good for me, but sometimes, you know, there are times where you just have to say, what the heck, I'm having it. So, it is delicious. I hope you don't mind watching me some while I do this bit because I'm starving. And I have cooked it. Here it is. If you can see that well. I think this is the perfect cooked pizza. The suggested time on the box is, what was it again? I've got a gas oven, so it's about 20 to 25 minutes, and I gave mine about 20 minutes, and for me it's perfect. The crust is just brown enough, but just pale enough so that it's not really burnt crispy. Because I don't know about you, but I don't like the crust like that. And if I'd have cooked it for longer, it would have been like that. The topping is still kind of pale, but that's okay. It's hot, you know, it's warm enough, and it still tastes delicious. So for me, like 20 minutes is perfect on with a gas oven, as I said, and it's delicious. And if I'm making you hungry watching me eat this, you're welcome. And also, sort of, almost in a contradiction, in a funny kind of way, I want to talk about almost a conspiracy by the food industry to, well, poison us, pretty much. Because technically we are happily paying them a ton of money for lots of food which is just poison for our bodies. I mean, this thing is delicious, but that's only because of all the rubbish it's got in it. It does have meat in it, which is good, but where's the ingredients? Wheat flour, tomato puree, mozzarella cheese. That's alright so far, isn't it? Water, cooked chicken, which has chicken breast, tapioca starch, salt, glucose syrup, acidity regulator. See, even the chicken's not just plain chicken. And glucose syrup is pretty much code for sugar. So that's bad. Streaky bacon, along the same lines. Stabiliser, chemical. Preservative, chemical pretty much, to keep it obviously fresh and stuff. Even though it's frozen. Vegetable oil. That's the worst. Palm, sunflower and rapeseed. 3 different kinds of oil. Mature cheddar cheese. Yeast, salt, sugar. Since the sugar's not high up on the list, there's probably not a ton in there, but the fact there is any in there is not a brilliant thing. But I know, for making homemade pizza, I think in the recipes, the sugar, a bit of sugar does go into the dough. I don't know why. It's just a thing. Barley malt extract, emulsifier, thickener, modified potato starch, garlic, acidity regulator, herbs and spices, potato starch, again, flavouring and colour. See, a ton of rubbish, a long list of ingredients. Does it really need all that? I mean, our bodies certainly don't need all that. It's filling in the fact it stops you being hungry, but what's it doing to the inside of your body, you know? As I was saying, the conspiracy by the food, what did I call it? By the food industry. That's where I look for industry. See, I forgot that in like a minute. Because as I said, lots of the food is not real food. It's just pretty much science experiments, or a long list of chemicals and sugars and, you know, just lots of stuff which is not natural. It's not, you know, from the earth. It's been artificially created. So it's a science experiment. They put them all together and it happens to taste like certain things. So they combine the right chemicals together and we get food, it tastes like whatever, and it's just, there's nothing really nutritious in it, or very little. And if there is nutrition in it, actual goodness, it is cancelled out by all the rubbish that's in it. So there's not brilliant promotion for this pizza talking about these things at the same time, but that's fine. That's just the way I roll. As I was saying, it's, you know, so all this rubbish, like sugary food is an easy one. Chocolate, sweets, candy, cakes is just 90% sugar, and they cost a lot of money. So it's pretty accurate, I think, that just what I've said, that we're paying the food industry a ton of money to make ourselves fat, dumb and happy, because we are. We're fat, we're dumb because we're not, you know, sort of in tune with what's really going on with the food and everything and what's in it, and we're happy because we're, you know, full of all this sugar and stuff. I mean, I'm on to talk. I have struggled with this for like my entire life. I love chocolate, I love cakes, and that's why I've been struggling with my weight for a long time. I've never been really massively fat because I don't let myself get to that point, but in a way it's not for want of trying. Obviously not legitimately thinking I want to get really fat, so I'm going to try to do it, but you know what I mean, with the, it's sort of an addiction, and with the conspiracy that I mentioned, it's hard not to get really fat, isn't it? So, but I'm doing alright at the moment. This pizza is like my treat, if you like. Well, that's totally the wrong way to think about it, because I'm poisoning my body, but still, you know what I mean. And apart from this, I eat pretty healthily, or I try to. So I'm gonna end it there and go and eat this pizza because it's delicious and I'm actually starving. As I record this, it's just before 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and the only other thing I've had to eat today is a tin of grapefruit. The whole tin, because I was starving. So you can understand why I'm doing this so desperately. So I'd love to know your views about anything that I've mentioned today, and despite all the negative stuff I've said, I do really recommend this pizza because it's the best thing. If you're going to poison yourself, there's no better way really apart from chocolate cake. So thanks for watching, and if you want to see more of my face, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you soon. Bye.